Hey, you guys. All right, let's see where our energy is. I'm going to pull from the messages of love. First of all, if you hear things in the background, I'm up early in the morning. I have my house robe on, and my kids are going to work, meaning cleaning up. All right, you guys, let's see where your energy is. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to be notified when I come on. I appreciate everybody for their likes, their comments. Trust. It's safe to trust the situation. What situation are you trusting in? Okay. Should I take these out? That could be the situation. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed. So anyway it goes, whatever situation you're trusting. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and take this energy that's right here that came out. All right. So we have spiritual lesson. This person is here to in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. So trust into the lesson. I think that's how it said, what it means. Self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. Don't blurt out the mouth, out at the mouth. Don't blurt out, because you're protected. You are safe and divinely protected. So that is the energy that is happening now. Intuition. You already know the answer you seek. So nobody has to tell you this answer. You already know that. You already know the answer. And fate. This is a destined partnership. I'm not sure if this is a situation where you left and came back to, or that you're coming back, but it seems like this is a twin flame. So whatever and in twin flames, there's always separations in some instances. And so I don't know your situation, but it says this is a divine counterpart connection. So, but I think you're trusting in the situation because now you're setting boundaries. Maybe before you weren't. I'm not sure, but for all these to come out just like this, I think that is meant for you to get it this way. Does that make sense? Because this is crazy. I've never seen all of these come out like this. You're trusting. It's you focusing on you, your intuition, fate. The feelings that you're going through is curious. You're curious to know where this is going to take you, where it will lead to. And it makes you feel relieved that there is some type of movement in regards to this situation. Does that make sense? I hope you could see this. All right. And then unfulfilled. At one point, you were dissatisfied. You were feeling incomplete and feeling like you were purposeless, without a purpose. So you went ahead and freed yourself. Look at the bottom of the deck. You went ahead and freed yourself from this energy. And now you're turning around and you're hopeful. You're hopeful. Look at the energy here. So this was a spiritual lesson for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm not sure, how this can help you, but maybe somewhere in here is a message for you. Now I'm going to pull from Finding Your Soulmate. I want to say that's what this is called, but I don't think that is. It's hot now. This morning it was freezing cold. All right. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of losing someone who doesn't want you. That looked weird, so I had to kind of, don't be afraid of losing someone who doesn't want you. So that could be the message here. Don't be afraid of losing someone that doesn't want you, because if it's meant, all you need is to believe in yourself. If it's meant, what is it like? If you make this promise to me, you make it back in one piece, and you can go with your dogs. But that's like boundaries. But that song isn't. It's far from boundaries. But it's trusting in, whoever this person is on their healing journey. That's just basically how I see it. It's you trusting in this person's healing journey and in the universe by using your intuition to know that right now, as of where you are and where you stand with this person, they can't serve you to be the greater good, to give you the greater good in what you deserve. So that is why this is a spiritual lesson for you. But the universe is telling you to trust. It's safe to trust this situation, meaning that it's safe to trust where you are right now. Use your intuition. Know that fate is here. Know that this may be your twin flame, but if you're trying to be with your twin flame in the process of them and they have to heal, that's not going to work. So all you need to do is believe in yourself. Let that go, like don't lose sleep, which is easier said than done, but trust me, been there, done that, like let that energy go and focus on you, because right now this person is unfulfilled and therefore they make you feel like you're unfulfilled. You haven't set any boundaries. You have to free yourself from this situation and plant the seed, and hopefully that it'll, and hope that it'll grow. So if that makes sense to someone, yes, in the comments, but again, the universe keeps sending you signs and signals to make you feel reassured that you're where you need to be, but you have to focus on you first. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and pull from the, I don't know. I'm going to use this card. I forget this card deck. I don't know what it is. I forget what this card deck is, but there you have it. I'll pull the trust situation. Yeah, look at that. So these cards came out the way they did. Three of Wands energy, right? The Three of Wands is happiness and gratitude. The Three of Wands also says be patient and trust that the actions that you have taken will produce results. That's in regards to this trust. You have to trust in the universe, and you, in turn, you'll find your Ace of Cups. Allow yourself to feel love, joy, and happiness to the fullest. So while you're going through this situation, it may seem like, yeah, the devil energy, self-destructive patterns are causing you to doubt, to lose faith, and to not be able to trust in the situation. You're not trusting in this person. You're trusting in the universe. Whatever they decide to do, like I tell you all the time, Kevin Gates' wife, Drika, said, he not hurting me, he hurting himself. So you have to trust in yourself and know that whatever path the universe has put you on is to set you free in order for you to feel fulfilled. Don't be afraid to lose someone who doesn't want you. At this point, if they haven't grown and they're not healing, you cannot be afraid to lose them, because they were never yours if we say it like that. But if they're a twin flame, somehow again you guys will cross paths. Let me say my affirmation. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions, devil energy. The addictions, can be chained to someone else's self-destructive patterns, and in turn, you cause yourself a lot of these self-destructive patterns. You start drinking. You start feeling less than. You start feeling unfulfilled. You know what I'm saying? Look at this energy. This is the energy that you'll come across to a person who isn't ready for you. And that's hurtful. It's hurtful. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go, how to feel. But you have to be hopeful and plant the seed in what it is that you really want. And just to let you know, the universe will send you their equivalent if they aren't the right one. So if you go on a separation journey with this person and they aren't the right one, and you send all the blessings out to this person, positive energy to say, bless this person wherever they are. Because right now they're not here and I can't focus on them, but I wish them the best. I wish them the best. If you do that, the only thing you have in your power to do is to heal from there. Once you bless that situation and bless that person, can you hear the raindrops in the back? That's my video. Oh, actually, no. What am I watching now? I'm watching the volcano in Hawaii. If you guys are in Hawaii, I send in a certain part, wherever this part of Hawaii is, I send you guys strength and healing, and I hope all is well with you and your family. But again, what I'm saying is that if you keep trying to put energy into this person, you will feel unfulfilled. You'll be like, I can't live my life without them. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can. It's different. But that's when you start putting your energy into yourself. And then once you start to see what you really are capable of, planting these seeds, the universe will send these cute firemen to you. No, I'm just playing. I'm sorry, y'all. The universe, well, I have to make you guys laugh. The universe will send these people to you. You will feel free, unburdened, liberated, independent, feeling independent. A lot of the times we come into these relationships because we are lacking the things that we're trying to find and put that energy into someone. Am I saying that right? Hold on. Let me say this again. A lot of the times when we go in and we find these different situations, we're like their energy of what we lack in are what we hold on to. I don't know how to say that right. If you guys know what I'm talking about, just say it in the comments. But we take the energy of their strength if we feel weak. We take their energy of the bad boy or girl if we are timid. You know, we look for them for strength, but 9 times out of 10, that's what we need to be searching for. That's what we need to find in ourselves. So this is a spiritual lesson to let you know, and you got to sit down and write down, write it down. What is it about this person that makes you feel like they complete you? And 9 times out of 10 is nothing but feeling, not feeling alone. You might see potential in this person, but what is the potential that you see in this person? Do you see that they're a good person, or they have potential to be a good person, or they showed you a softer side? What do you see in this person? Write that down. Write that down. Everybody is struggling with this. And the reason why I say to let it go and to bless this situation, because if you start to bless it and say, God bless this person wherever they are, or bless this person wherever they are, then guess what? They'll feel your energy in the 5D. That's just that. Listen to the game of life and how to play it. Listen to the game. If you look at my description, I don't get paid off of this, but if you look in the description, it's the game of life and how to play it. And it's chapter 1 and chapter 7. Chapter 1 is about the game. People consider life a battle, but it's not. It's a game. I know that part off the top. You know what? Let me read it to you. If you guys are still here, I hope you guys are still here. If not, you'll come back when it's meant for you to hear this. Most people consider life a battle, but it's not a battle. It's a game. It's a game, however, which cannot be played successfully without the knowledge of spiritual law. And the Old and New Testaments give rules of the game with wonderful clearness. Jesus Christ taught that it was a great game of giving and receiving. Whatsoever a man soweth shall he reap. This means that whatever man sends out in word or deed will return to him. What he gives, he will receive. If he gives hate, he will receive hate. If he gives love, he will receive love. If he gives criticism, he will receive criticism. If he lies, he will be lied to. If he cheats, he will be cheated. We are taught also that the imagining faculty plays a leading part in the game of life. Keep thy heart or imagination with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Proverbs 4:23. This means that what man images sooner or later externalizes in his affairs. And she gives examples. She explains, I know a man who feared a certain disease. It was very rare, a rare disease and difficult to get, but he pictured it continually and read about it until it manifested in his body, and he died, the victim of distorted imagination. So we see, to play the game successfully, the game of life, we must train the imagining faculty. A person with an imagining faculty trained to image only good brings into his life every righteous desire of his heart. Health, wealth, love, friends, perfect self-expression, his highest ideals. The imagination has been called the scissors of the mind, and it is ever cutting day by day the pictures man sees there, and sooner or later he meets his own creations in the outer world. To train the imagination successfully, man must understand the workings of his mind. The Greeks said, know thyself. You remember Drake says that, know thyself? Listen, there are 3 departments of the mind: the subconscious, conscious, and superconscious. The subconscious is simply power without direction. It is like steam or electricity, and it does what it's directed to do. It has no power of induction. Whatever a man feels deeply or images clearly is impressed upon the subconscious mind and carried out in its minutest details. For example, and so she gives examples, right? Let me let you read this. Sorry, my kids are back there cleaning up, so if you hear them, I apologize. No, I don't apologize, but you guys are family. So let me read this part to you, because you guys can go. The audio link is in my description. It says, the conscious mind has been called the mortal or carnal mind. It is the human mind and sees life as it appears to be. It sees death, disaster, sickness, poverty, and limitation of every kind. And it impresses the subconscious. The superconscious mind is the God mind within each man, and is the realm of perfect ideas. It is in the perfect pattern spoken by Plato. The divine design, for there is a divine design for each person. Listen, okay? Listen and hear me out. There is a place that you are to feel in which no one else can feel. There something you are to do which no one else can do. There is a perfect picture of this in the superconscious mind. It usually flashes across the conscious as an unattainable idea, something too good to be true. In reality, it is man's true destiny or destination flashed to him from the infinite intelligence which is within himself. When you see it, you have to believe it. But when you're seeing it, it's your consciousness. Wait, what is it called? It's your super conscious mind. When you're seeing something, so somebody tells you, I mean, you're walking in a park and you see yourself in this distant place, or you see yourself, kind of like deja vu or something like that, but you haven't been there before. But that is like your super conscious mind. So here it is. Let me read this part to you. Many people, however, are in ignorance of their true destinies and are striving for things and situations which do not belong to them and would only bring failure and dissatisfaction if attained. For example, a woman came to me and asked me to speak the word that she would marry a certain man whom she was very much in love. She called him AB. And after this, I'm not gonna read anymore. I replied, this would be a violation of the spiritual law, but I would speak the word for the right man, the divine selection, the man who belongs to you by divine right. She added, if AB is the right man, she said, the lady added, if AB is the right man, you cannot lose him. And if he isn't, you will receive his equivalent. She saw AB frequently, but no headway was made in their friendship. One evening she called and said, do you know, for the last week, AB hasn't seemed so wonderful to me? I replied, then maybe he's not the divine selection. Another man might be the right one. Soon after that, she met another man who fell in love with her at once, and who and who said she was his ideal. She said, in fact, he said all the things that she had wished AB to say to her. She remarked, it was quite uncanny. She soon returned his love and lost all interest in AB. This shows the law of substitution. A right idea was substituted for the wrong one. Therefore, there was no loss or sacrifice involved. You get what I'm saying? So that is how you have to go through and be able to manifest these different things. Another one is, I said I wasn't going to do this, right? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and continue. So it says, Jesus Christ said, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. And he said the kingdom was within man. The kingdom is the realm of right ideas, or the divine pattern. Jesus Christ taught that man's words played a leading part in the game of life. By your words ye are justified, and by your words ye are condemned. Many people have brought disaster into their lives through idle words. You hear me? Through idle words. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Addictions, person, place, things, situations, or destructive patterns, right? For example, a woman once asked me why her life was now one of poverty and limitation. Formerly, she had a home, was surrounded by beautiful things, and had plenty of money. We found she had often tried to manage, she had often tired of the management of her home and said repeatedly, I am sick and tired of things. I wish I lived in a trunk. And she added, today I'm living in a trunk. She had spoken herself into a trunk. The subconscious mind has no sense of humor, and people often joke themselves into unhappy experiences. For example, a woman who had a great deal of money joked continually about getting ready for the poorhouse. In a few years, she was almost destitute, having impressed the subconscious mind with a picture of lack and limitation. Fortunately, the law works both ways, and the situation of lack may be changed to one of plenty. Listen, for example, a woman came to me one hot summer day for treatment for prosperity. She was worn out, dejected, and discouraged. She said she possessed $8 in the world. I said, good. We'll bless that $8 and multiply them as Jesus blessed and multiplied the loaves and the fishes. For he taught that every man had the power to bless and to multiply, to heal and to prosper. She said, what shall I do next? I replied, follow your intuition. It's telling you here, follow your intuition. Every time I read this as if it's the first time of me reading this. But I know it front and back, but I got to look at it to see it. Because you have to follow your intuition. Remember the TikTok thing you hear me say? I don't chase. I attract. What is for me will simply find me. That is affirmations. That's the law of attraction. If it is meant for you, it will simply find you. You're not going to chase it. You attract it. But your words play a huge part in that. So when I heard that, that's why I say it to you guys, for you to understand. My energy comes from me letting things go. I let things go. And if it's mine, I won't chase it. I will attract it. What is for me will simply find me. The law of substitution. I need to write that down because I forget when I get to going, about me talking to you guys about energies and things like that. So anyway, let me read this last thing to you, and I promise this is it, and I'll finish the reading. It says, fortunately, the law works both ways, and the situation of lack may change to one of plenty. For example, a woman came to me one hot summer day for a treatment of prosperity. She was worn out, dejected, and discouraged. She said she possessed $8 in the world. I said, good. Well, let's bless the $8 and multiply them as Jesus Christ multiplied the loaves and the fishes. I know I read this over. She said, what shall I do next? I replied, follow your intuition. Have you had a hunch to do anything or to go anywhere? Intuition means intuition, or to be taught from within, right? That to be taught from within, right? It says high priestess energy, right? It is man's unerring guide, and I will deal more fully with its laws in the following chapter. Hold on. I'll finish this one. The woman replied, I don't know. It seems, I seem to have a hunch to go home. I've just enough money for care fare. Her home was in a distant city and was one of lack and limitations. And the reason in mind or intellect would have said, stay in New York and get work and make some money. I replied, then go home. Never violate a hunch. I spoke the following words. I get chills, I'm telling you. Infinite Spirit, open the ways for great abundance for whatever your name is. She is an irresistible magnet for all that belongs to her by divine right. I told her to repeat it continually. Let's say this. Infinite Spirit, open the ways for great abundance for your name added in there. He or she is an irresistible magnet for all that belongs to her by divine right, or to them by divine right. I told her to repeat it continually. She left for home immediately. In calling on the woman one day, she linked up with an old friend of family. Through this friend, she received thousands of dollars in the most miraculous way. She has said to me often, tell people about the woman who came to you with the $8 and a hunch. There is always plenty on man's pathway, but it can only be brought into manifestation through desire, faith, and the spoken word. Jesus Christ brought out clearly that man must make the first move. Ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Matthew 7:7. In the scripture we read, concerning the works of my hand, command ye me. Infinite intelligence. God is ever ready to carry out man's smallest and greatest demands. Every desire uttered or unexpressed is a demand. We often startled by having a wish suddenly fulfilled. I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll continue this read. Hopefully you can come back to this read and listen to me say this again. We are friends. We are family. I say this to you. I don't chase. I attract. What is for me will simply find me, with almost tears in my eyes, because I believe in this. And it's not black magic or anything like that. It's focusing on the things that you cannot change and looking at them in different perspectives. All right, so let's go ahead. Spiritual lessons. This person is here to teach you a spiritual lesson. Now, I could go back in here, which would, it seems like church, but I could go back in here and tell you about how to understand what the spiritual lessons is. No man is your enemy. No man is your friend. Every man is your teacher. That is the spiritual lesson. So anyway, let's continue. So this person, if you don't trust in the universe, the destructive patterns of the devil energy, Scorpio energy, sorry, we have water. We have water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces on the board. We have the wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, and we have the devil energy, Carter, Scorpio on the board. But we also have the Six of Wands. When you trust, the Six of Wands always tells you that there will be victory and good news coming. I just explained it to you. But this is Chariot. This is forward movement. This is confidence. You have confidence. It says victory and success is the result of hard work, drive, and determination. Don't give up. Keep moving in the direction of your goals until you achieve them. So that is the spiritual lesson. This person taught you something about when I said for you to write down the things. Don't be afraid of losing someone. Now can you get it? Now do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? You know, so in that spiritual lesson, right? This person is here in life to teach you a spiritual lesson. If you wrote on that paper to be strong or to be confident or not to be not to be fearful, if you wrote any of those things on there, that's what the universe is teaching you in order to trust in yourself, because you have the power of manifestation. You get what I'm saying? Spiritual lesson. Let's see what spiritual. Okay, first of all, I don't think I want to take these. But anyway, this is what I end up doing, taking them. So let's start here. A Page of Pentacles energy, right? Never stop learning, because if you think you know everything, then you know nothing at all. So that's the spiritual lesson. That doesn't mean that this person isn't a good person. It means that this person isn't yours. The law of substitution will happen. Now, be patient in regards to it. Sorry, I got this one holder and it shakes. I gotta change it to my other one. I just haven't. But the King of Wands energy is here. But okay, so the King of Wands could be somebody that uses their wand to get everything that they want. They lead by their wand. You know, they're male phallic, like her immortal majesty says. But this could be a true leader that leads from the heart and inspires others to do more, dream bigger, and be better. This is a king that had, oh, I sounded like her immortal majesty. This is a king that is ready to do whatever and lead you the right way. King or queen, take what resonates, right? And so if that person that you've been dealing with was just your spiritual lesson to teach you how to be strong, then this king will come. The law of substitution, right? It's the law of substitution. And so that is where you need to understand, you know, where you at, you know, like it's the law of substitution. Your burdens will be relieved, but you'll know how to deal with your burdens from here on out, because you'll set boundaries, right? You'll set boundaries. And the Six of Cups, the blessings and the memories of the people that, or the person that you've seen the potential in, it'll be sent by the law of substitution. So just be patient. I know it's hard. I know you're used to this person. But again, like she said, AB, if he's yours, then you know what? Send him good energy, you know? But the King of Cups is only love and compassion and understanding can truly bring you the happiness and tranquility you seek. So if this King of Wands energy isn't the passion or the completion that, or the person that you seek, then the law will send you it. Until then, you will have destructive patterns, devil energy, the Eight of Swords energy, air energy, feeling trapped, you know, feeling trapped. You will feel trapped. You will feel like you're overthinking and you start criticizing yourself. Back to this. Remember, don't be afraid to lose anyone who doesn't want you. Right? And so here it is, the Five of Wands energy. You will always feel the need to feel like you're in competition or some type of conflict has happened. And that's the spiritual lesson. But there's communication happening. There is, with the Eight of Wands energy, there's travel, there's movement. there's communication. So maybe you're finding a way to communicate your feelings, and that is your spiritual lesson. You're not afraid of your story anymore. Six of Pentacles, you've always given to a person wholeheartedly without expecting to receive the same yourself. But in that same process, you feel Ten of Swords, like somebody is backstabbing you. You know, you feel like, you know, there was sudden endings and there was a failure, like you failed the situation. No, this was your spiritual lesson. But the Eight of Pentacles is here. This is learning. This is hard work. This is the beginning. This is the lesson that the universe was teaching you about the intuition and how to use it. You know, this is fate. So maybe this is, you know, this new King of Wands that's on this board is somebody that the universe has sent. The law of substitution, right? Self-care. Let's focus on self-care. What is the universe telling you? Ace of Wands energy. Now, self-care doesn't mean that you go back to this person because the wand is good. The male phallic. You know, the Ace of Wands energy is having the courage and the desire and being positive about every situation, including your self-care journey. If this person doesn't want you, then you have to figure out how to let it go and set the boundaries, because you know the feeling. You are protected. You are safe and divinely guided. We're going to clarify that. You are safe and divinely guided. You know, you have to, as much as it hurt and you're used to and you're comfortable, you know, a lot of people say comfortability is what is the reason why, you know, a lot of people stay in relationships and are miserable. Judgment is here. A new phase begins because you are safe and you are divinely guided. You're protected. So a new phase will begin. Judgment. The universe is sending you to be strong. They're giving you that energy. So you're beginning new phrases and the endings are happening. So you start to change your perspective. And the Tower is here. So you change your perspective. And then let's read Judgment first. Okay. So Judgment is, where are we at? Let me find it. Oh, free yourself. Listen, this is the universe telling you. Free yourself from whatever holds you back and embrace your true calling. Be reborn, shed your old life, and live according to a higher truth, right? That's where the universe is saying you are protected. You know, you are protected. And then we have the Tower energy, right? So the Tower energy says, if I can find it. Oh, sometimes you need to tear down the limiting structures you have built for yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally, right? To move forward and rebuild better, stronger, and wiser. That's what the universe is telling you, why you're divinely protected. Sorry. The Four of Cups energy. You've reached a plateau. You have felt disconnected and you are bored of this situation. And you know that when you sit there with this person, you have no conversation. You have nothing in common because now you're on a different path. So the first couple of times, if you letting this person come back in, you have nothing to talk about, nothing in common. And then you go back to that list that you wrote and said, what is it that I really saw? You know, like the lady said, you know, AB hasn't really been on my mind. Yeah, because you went ahead and sent them, you know, and told them, you know what? Bless the situation for what it is. Intuition. You already know the answers you seek. You know this is an unfulfilling situation, but you're hopeful. You're planting seeds, but you need to plant seeds for yourself and no one else. Yeah, because your intuition is letting you know that this isn't right now the love and friendship or the connections that you need. This is not. You have to find this elsewhere. You have to find this within yourself. That you already know the answers you seek about this love, this friendship, this connection. Because it might not be more than that. I'm sorry. You know that. Seven of Pentacles. What it's telling you to do with the Seven of Pentacles is wait, be patient, see the positive results. And then once you see those, you'll have joy with the situation. And then the Two of Pentacles. You've been juggling this energy. You've been juggling this energy. You've been juggling your priorities in order to adapt to this person, you know, and their situations because you're afraid of losing them. But now this is you juggling and knowing what your priorities are because you're setting boundaries. And then the Page of Swords energy. A quick, sharp mind is one of your greatest assets. Always be alert, crystal clear, and focused on your perception, sorry. And so that is where you are with this situation. Hold on one second, you guys. All right, you guys, sorry about that. So You know, that's where you are. So the Page of Swords is letting you know that you can make all of these decisions that you need to have or do, but you're so busy focusing on how you feel to know that there's adventure and there's taking chances and there's growth in the process of you realizing and using your intuition. Your intuition. What was the intuition? You know, like, you have to know that that is, you know, the universe letting you know. So we're going to clarify fate, and this is a destined partnership. Fate, and this is a destined partnership. Let's see. Let's clarify fate and destined partnership. Here we go. Yeah. Nine of Wands energy. Fate, and this is a destined partnership. So the Nine of Wands is here, right? And so the Nine of Wands is basically saying you're recognizing that you're stronger than what you think. And if this is a fated, destined partnership, there's a lot of destruction in this. You know, there's a lot of destruction, and you have to feel the need to have to protect a situation, you know? And so this is time for you to end it, because you know, you use your intuition, and you know death is here. Endings that make transformation and rebirth possible. The Death card says, embrace change and let go of what no longer serves you. Death is not the end. It's a transformation that brings new beginnings. Remember, it is you having the law of substitution if this person isn't yours. So once you work on yourself and once you get that energy out there, you know, then you work on yourself and you go from there, and then you turn around and everything will start falling into place. So twin flame, this is a divine counterpart connection. And if it is the law of substitution, if it isn't the law of substitution, will send you your equivalent, you know? It will send you your equivalent if this isn't a twin flame relationship. But remember, twin flames are back and forth. But it's only when you set these boundaries that this twin flame can come back into your life. And yeah, they can come back into your life, but you have to set these boundaries. You have to walk away from things that no longer serve you. So the Eight of Cups energy is right here, right? New future, walking away and being in delusion. If you see this person, he came back to her, and or this, you know, he came back to a place in the middle of the night, and his cup was knocked over. Hers was still sitting, and she has the other ones connected, but at the head of the table or whatever, she knocked his cup over. He or she knocked the cup over. Take what resonates. The cup is knocked over. So it's time for you to walk in the middle of the night. Normally, any other time this person will come, the door is always open. The table is always set. The person is always having food there on the table, whatever. And so, yeah, there's no need to fight anymore. Five of Swords energy. This is ego. This person's ego was so big that they had the insight and the knowledge to know that you were sad. You know, that is where we are when it came to this energy. But with the Five of Swords, this was an unwinnable situation for you. You felt defeated. You felt like the ego was here, and it felt like there was sneakiness. And in turn, you started to question yourself. But with the Ace of Swords, this is the reasoning mind, the illuminating mind, the sharp mind. The Ace of Swords energy says, seek clarity in your situation, and a clear vision is your roadmap to success. That is you understanding that this twin flame journey will cause you all type of addictions and feeling unfulfilled if you don't set boundaries with it. When this person comes back into your life, they'll come back either the right way, or if not, the universe will send you the equivalent. The Ten of Pentacles energy, carefree, harmony, and happy love. Look at this. This lady is there with her mother in the background. The kids are in the can you see that? The kids are playing in the background, and this man is at work right now. He's at work. He's working on their farm, the place that they built together. The roles change, right? Because if the universe if the universe knows that this isn't the divine selection, then it'll be the law of substitution, and it will send you its equivalent. So even though that you twin flames keep crossing the same path over and over, and it causes more destruction and feeling like you're afraid to lose somebody, and feeling the need to protect the situation, and feeling the destructive situation that comes, you know, with self-destructive patterns, and feeling, you know, sadness, the Nine of Pentacles is here and letting you know that if you just set these boundaries, there will be success, great love, and rewards when it comes to whatever you have going on. But then the Three of Pentacles here. Now the Three of Pentacles is completion. There's teamwork and they're seeing good results. Once you realize this spiritual lesson and you set these boundaries, this person won't be in the energy of the hangman. You will not ever get to the point where you're willing to surrender to an experience or a situation ever again. You're not surrendering to anything. Right now, you're strong. Those same key aspects that you wrote down are the ones that made you stronger. Those same feelings that you felt towards this person and why you kept going back, you have those qualities now, because that's the spiritual lesson that the universe is teaching you. Hangman energy. Let me read it to you, and then I'm going to go ahead and end this. Hangman, when it feels like there is nothing you can do, let go of your resistance, embrace the state of pause, and try to see things from a new light. And move forward, sweetheart. Or male, female, however it works. And at the bottom of the deck, the Empress. You are Empress. You're not going to stop caring for others just because somebody has caused you the pain, bitter pain. I watched something today. It was one of those YouTube shorts, because I'm learning how to do those, you guys. So I watched it today, and Mike Tyson told somebody, because this guy said, Mike Tyson is a Cancer too, you guys, and I'm sure of that one. But anyway, he said to this guy said, yeah, if somebody don't show me whatever, I cut them off. And he said, you know what? Well, that's the devil working. Where's the devil energy at? That's the devil working and winning. Because if you have to cut somebody off because of their toxicity, then you know what? That's the devil playing a role in that process. But yes and no. But at the same time, you're not going to stop being who you are because one bad apple spoiled the bunch. You see what I'm saying? And so that is where I'm at. If one bad apple can spoil the bunch, they can change your whole destiny and change the way that you see life. And that's why we say, I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and self-destructive patterns. Addictions. Addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or situation. You tell me. I love you guys. Take this read. I hope you made it through the end. If you did, give me a purple heart if you made it to the end. That lets me know that you hear me and you're listening. A purple heart. All right, you guys.